The second technique in the Kenpo Karate for Christ first brown belt curriculum is Crouching Tiger. Crouching Tiger is a push from behind, two-hand push from behind. And it might be the opposite cousin to Encounter of Danger. Encounter of Danger is one we did back in third round, two hands pushing from the front. They catch you off guard and you actually fall, right? And we had to learn how to break fall. You had to fall back in such a way that you don't hit any of those joints, hard on the ground. We talked about holding that glass plate, and if you drop it, you don't want it to land on the edge, but you want to create a flat surface as you fall back. This time they're behind you, though. They're going to shove you, and in the same way, you lose your footing. You're going to fall, right? And they're going to follow you as you fall, so that as soon as you come back up, they're ready to throw a punch. Here, they're going to chase you down. And they're chasing you down because they don't just shove you, but as they shove you and you go to fall, we're going to use ukemi. Again, we're going to receive the ground to the front, and we're going to roll with it. So this introduces, for the first time, introduces that idea of our forward roll. We're going to see that a lot more as we get into some of the extensions. In fact, there's a whole family of extensions that our cover out is rolling, either forward or rolling backwards to make a quick escape to get out of the way. So you will have to learn this. If you've gotten this far and you haven't done a lot of practice with your ukemi, get ready because it's coming. You're going to need to get good at falling. Not to mention that the applications to this are just, you're going to fall at some point. You're going to slip, you're going to fall. Knowing how to fall and not break an arm or a wrist or whatever as you're coming down, not to land on your head. The applications to this are endless. So if you haven't learned it by now, it's time. It's time for you to get your roll down. So I'm going to show it coming forward. When I actually do the technique, I'll do it going the other way. I'll turn around and I'll roll backwards. The reason being that then they're going to follow up with a punch, and as they do, you turn and face them. Right? So it'll be easier to see on camera for that. But learning how to roll, I'm going to back up here. If you're falling forward, as you're falling forward, first off, I don't want to lock my legs, don't want to timber fall, right? I want to let the knees buckle. Bring your body down first, right? Lower to the ground, and I can work better with that. If I'm falling from way up here, you almost have to jump, and there's a higher likelihood you're going to injure yourself. So as you're falling, first thing is buckle those knees, let yourself kind of get low to the ground. As I go forward, what I'm going to do is push with my feet, such as though I'm doing a forward roll, right? Like you were a kid in gymnastics, kind of going over your head and rolling back forward again. But this is a terrible plan if you're actually falling, because you could very well fall on top of your head. That's a lot of pressure that could land on your neck, right? So your feet are driving you forward as if that's the roll you're doing. But your arms are actually turning sideways here. So like you were rolling on the ground, but rolling side to side. So if you don't push enough with your feet, you will go sideways. You want to push your feet, direct you forward, but your arms twist in such a way that you're going to receive the ground first with your arm, but it quickly rolls up here above your elbow onto your shoulder, and then from your shoulder it's going to roll diagonally across your back to the opposite hip, and then you come up onto your knee on the opposite side. So the head's got to be out of the way. It's got to be to the side. You don't want your head forward. Bring your head to the side. That creates a larger surface area here to work with. Knees buckle, head to the side. I'm going to let my lead arm in this case, rolling on my right to the right side here. Then I'm going to tip the head to the side and push with the feet to roll across and come up. Now the idea is, as you're practicing this, you want that roll to be smooth. You want it to be soft, you want it to be quiet, right? When you've got to where you're not feeling like it's jostling you anywhere, you're not banging on your arm, you're not banging on your shoulder, not feeling your back hit at certain points, but it feels like a smooth roll, and it's quiet, right? So you want soft, quiet, smooth, all these factors come together, then that's where you want to be, and you want to keep it there. You want to be able to control the fall that way. So again, as I'm falling forward, I turn, head to the side so I can roll and come right back up on my knee in order to then come to standing, right, as I need to. That's the forward roll. You're going to have to practice that if you're not accustomed to it. Now for the technique, they're pushing you behind, So when you roll, they're still running up from behind you. So I'm going to turn. I'm going to do a 180 here. And now that's 12 o'clock. And the camera here is facing at 6. So I'm going to roll away. They push you from behind. You roll. Now, I'm coming up on my left knee. I'm going to drop my right, turn raising the left. All right? And as you do that, the right hand's going to orbit first. It makes a circle because they're coming in with a punch to cover your face, high block. It's going to continue to circle and uppercut. All right? So that's the right hand doing this circle. As the right hand gets out of the way, the left hand comes up to keep that covered position. And we're hitting him with an uppercut. Now while we're here, boom, his right leg should step forward as he does that right punch. We hit him in the uppercut, can go to the stomach, bladder, between the legs if it needs to, right? Depends on how much danger you're in. I'm going to assume to the stomach, do an uppercut, and as he's bending over, I'm going to grab the leg, grab behind his calf just slightly above the heel, and the other hand's going to push down up here on his torso. So from this high block, I'm going to come here almost like a heel palm, but I'm hitting into the chest, where I'm grabbing the leg, and I'm going to pull the leg and push him down. Boom. He's going to fall on his back when you're holding his right leg. From there, we rise up, and the full cover out goes to 12 o'clock. Make our escape. All right. That's the whole thing, crouching tiger. So again, they're pushing you from behind. We drop and roll. I'm going to come up on my left knee. I turn, I drop my right knee, raise the left. That allows me to quickly turn to the left here to face 6 o'clock. As he's running up, right hand first covers, left hand comes up. We do this uppercut. We're doing like a heel palm, grab him behind the leg here, pull the leg out from under him, rise up, full cover out. That's crouching tiger. One more time. Crouching tiger. Roll, turn, boom, pull that leg out, and full cover out to escape.